Hi guys, welcome back. This is kind of an interesting little video. I heard earlier a lawsuit was filed in a Florida court against Adidas because people are saying that they're misrepresenting their jerseys. Now, I thought we all knew, starting 4 years ago, that the Adidas jerseys, the Indonesian ones, these ones, were not actual, authentic, game-worn jerseys. I thought we all knew that. Apparently, some people are saying that Adidas is saying that Adidas is claiming that these, made in Indonesia, are the authentic game-worn jerseys. Which, I mean, how can you not tell? I've seen the made in Canada ones, which are supposed to be similar, which are supposed to be like the on ice ones. The material is way different. These ones are single stitched. The made in Canada ones, the material, it's double stitched. It's a lot heavier of a material, and it's just it's weird. But I wanted to kind of compare because, you know, they had the Climalite and they had the Aero Ready throughout the first 4 years. And now they've gone to what is the Prime Green. Well, I've got these two. I figure, you know, good example. I'll show off my Minnesota Wild jerseys. Now, this one here, I mean, the material, you can see. I mean, you know, for anybody who has seen a made in Canada one, the dimples, which these still don't make any sense to me. I don't know why those are there. They don't do anything. They don't really serve a purpose. But on the made in Canada ones, they're much deeper. I mean, if you've ever seen even pictures of them, you know, and the same, of course, you know, for the Prime Green, you know, they got the little dimples. But I mean, as you can see, you know, we'll show this. You can see. It says right there, made in Indonesia. Same for this one, made in Indonesia. Now these, neither one of these, now anybody who can look at these can know that these are not the authentic game-worn jerseys. I mean, it should be pretty obvious. But apparently, people are saying that Adidas is claiming that the Indonesian-made retail sale jerseys are the actual authentic game-worn because they say they're authentic, when in reality they should be called replicas. Now, the thing that is weird, and I've always wanted this because these are basically replicas. They're not authentic, made in Canada, game-worn jerseys. The weird thing, and this could be where they might say, well, this is why they're marketing them as authentic, because they have the fight strap. That could be, that could be maybe what some people are claiming because, you know, the authentic jerseys have a fight strap. So, you know, why do these have a fight strap if they're not authentic? The thing is, though, is why this wasn't made a case 4 years ago. Adidas has been making these for 4 years. And I think what Adidas could do is, and they can even come and say, you know, hey, here's the actual on ice stuff, and here's the replicas. And again, the on ice jerseys in compared to these, because this one here you can get on the NHL site for $180. You cannot get a made in Canada one for $180. It is at least double that. At least, if not higher. So, and that's because, you know, the costs and everything else that goes into making those. So, and of course, and also, like I said, the made in Canada versions, the material, I mean, you know, I don't have a made in Canada jersey. I kind of wish I did, so I could actually do some comparison. But as you can tell, this is a more lightweight material in comparison to the made in Canada ones, because I had never actually seen a made in Canada version until we went to the Minnesota State Fair last summer, and we saw, or I saw, an actual, it was a made in Canada Winter Classic jersey. It was the first time I'd ever seen it as a made in Canada, and the difference is huge. And apparently Adidas does not want to sell the made in Canada version at the retail level. I don't necessarily know why. I mean, I can kind of understand why, but yet, you know, because they are so much. You know, they're, like I said, you know, the NHL site sells these for $180. Now, we have, you know, other retailers that we can get these through for cheaper. You can't really get the made in Canada ones for very cheap. You'd be hard pressed to find a made in Canada game worn jersey for less than probably $400. That's where I'd say that's probably the price point, is at least, if it's $400, maybe on the, you know, maybe on the middle end, middle to low end. It might even be more, because from what I had seen, the Sergei Zubov Dallas Stars jerseys that were made in Canada, that a lot of people wanted to get their hands on, that was going for $600. So, you know, $400 might be even on the low side. So I mean, that could be the range, $400 to $600 for the made in Canada ones. Now, as collectors, I mean, whoever filed this lawsuit, there's no way they're a collector. They can't be a collector, because us as collectors, we've known for 4 years that these are not authentic on ice jerseys. I mean, there's no way, the way they're cut. I mean, this is a size 60. Are you telling me I can get equipment under this? Can you honestly get equipment under this without tearing the seams out? No. The made in Canada ones, they're made bigger. They're made with a higher quality material. They're double stitched. The fight straps are double stitched. It's a much better quality. And you look on the back here, you see the Adidas logo here. On the Authentics, on the made in Canada ones, do you see the outline of the Adidas logo around here? You don't. You would see the outline, the stitching outline of the Adidas logo if this were a made in Canada one, because I've seen plenty of pictures of them. And being I've seen one close up, you can see the stitching of the Adidas logo, and you can't there. So it's definitely interesting that this is a lawsuit that's going forward, saying that Adidas is falsely claiming, what their authentics are. People thinking that the Indonesian made jerseys are the authentic game-worn jerseys. They're not. And it's interesting because there's two different kinds, and I was looking this up. The kind the players wear, they're called pro stock. They're not authentic. They're the Adidas pro stock. So, that could be where Adidas could say, hey, here's the difference. We call the made in Canada versions this. They're not the authentics. They're the pro stock. That's what the players wear. Where people think, they hear authentic. You hear authentic, you're thinking genuine article. But again, as collectors, we've known for over 4 years, these are not on ice jerseys. And we know they're not on ice jerseys because they make the on ice jerseys in Canada. These are made in Indonesia. Big difference. And again, the dimples on the shoulders, which make no sense. I don't know why they're even there. But they're way deeper on the made in Canada authentics than they are on these. So I think what Adidas can do, I don't necessarily know if this is a lawsuit that's going to go very far, but again, we'll have to see. But again, as collectors, we know this. We know as collectors what is the authentic game worn jerseys in comparison to the retail level jerseys. You cannot sell a made in Canada pro stock style player jersey for what you're selling these for. Like I said, you can get these anywhere from 140 to maybe 180 bucks, or maybe, let's just say even 200. Let's just round that up. Anywhere from 140 to $200 you can get these for. You cannot get the made in Canada ones for that. Just the way they're made, unless they really want to lose money. Those are going anywhere. Like I said, I've seen some of them around, and even the one that I saw at the Minnesota State Fair last year, the Winter Classic one that was made in Canada. I asked the guy, what do the made in Canada ones range from price wise? And he said this one probably $550. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, holy cow, really? And he's like, well, yeah, because it's a heavier material, it's double stitched. You pick up. And like I said, I kind of wish I had a made in Canada one now to kind of compare to. The made in Canada ones, these probably weigh a couple pounds, I'd say, probably 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds maybe, the Indonesian ones. The made in Canada ones, they're probably close to 4.5 to 5 pounds. They're heavy. He put it on a hanger, and I actually got to hold it. I was like, whoa. I was like, wow, that's heavy. And it's because it's a heavier material. It's double stitched, double layered. The fight strap is double stitched. Everything's double stitched, and it looks fantastic. It really does. I can understand why they cost anywhere from $400 to $600. But again, as collectors, we've known that these are not the authentic game worn jerseys for 4 years. Anybody who's been a collector longer than 10 minutes knows this. So it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, us as collectors, we know what's authentic, we know what's game worn and what's not. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how the lawsuit goes. I could see what Adidas does is I could see them come out and say, starting next year, when they make the prime greens, I could see them say, okay, we'll eliminate the fight strap, and then it won't be a authentic. So I don't necessarily know how far this goes, but it should be interesting to find out. You know, I mean, what's authentic, what's not. I guess now we're finding out, I guess. So there you go. That's kind of a little description of the authentics and the game worn ones, I guess. So let me know your guys' thoughts. I'd love to hear you guys chime in on this. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you think this lawsuit's got some legs to it? Do you think it's gonna go anywhere? Or are some people gonna look and say, well, yeah, you should know they're not the authentic ones because, you know, look where they're made and look at the material. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see exactly how that goes. So I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you're new and you've just kind of found the channel and stopped on through, hopefully you like the videos. If you do, hit like and subscribe. I would love to have you be a part of the channel as I inch closer to 400 subscribers. It's a slow goal, but it's getting there. but yeah, I would certainly love and appreciate you guys if if you're new and you like the videos, if you went and subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love to have you be a part of the channel. And yeah, I guess we'll see if this lawsuit has any legs or what exactly happens to it. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts. I will talk to you guys again very soon.